Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, along with my partners, Rich, the solid producer, Tone Joker NYC. We are with the fabulous, the man, the myth, the legend, Francisco, from Jamming Out All Badass, ETD. Ah, Texas is in the house over here. What's going on, Francisco? How's everything going, brother?
Good man, good man, good to be hanging out with you guys. Always have fun, chatting it up, chopping it up with you guys. As y'all say up there, let's
Yeah, yeah, man. I
chop
mean,
it up.
that's it, man. I mean, we wanted to do something a little, this was something that was Tone's idea. We wanted to get a little something where we could just talk about Ozzy and some of the effects that Ozzy had in the world of metal and with us in general, how it impacted our lives. I mean, it's just no secret. Ozzy was one of the forefathers of creating metal. We'll say that. And there's a lot of debate on who created what, but it is what it is, man. And we lost a giant in our, for us as far as being metalheads, and we want to discuss it. All right, so I guess we'll start off with you, Francisco. If you want to give us some little tidbits on your time, enjoying Ozzy records, or when his time in Black Sabbath, whatever you want to go into, we're here to listen.
Yeah. Oh, before I get started, I want to say my appearance is brought to you by Pat's Chili Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh
Pat's Chili Dogs is representing me here today. But anyway, um, I mean, like we were talking about before, Ozzy was to me. One thing I'll say about Ozzy, he to me he's the most unique voice I think of any like vocalist. There are people that are technically better than him,
man.
better singers, more range, but nobody sounds like Ozzy Osbourne. Nobody. As soon as you hear Ozzy Osbourne, you know it's Ozzy Osbourne, without a doubt. Even if you're just some casual person, you've heard Crazy Train on the TV or whatever. You know what I mean? You know his voice. And I will say it's kind of weird. I remember, when I was a kid, because we're all about the same age, Ozzy was like a scary thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ozzy was not socially acceptable back then. It's like, oh, that guy's the devil. That's all you used to hear about. But now you hear Ozzy. You hear you see all these soccer moms singing "Crazy Train" at the stadiums. At baseball games and football games. So it's kind of a weird thing. But no, man, Ozzy. First and foremost, his voice was totally unique to me, and that's one thing I always say about him. And obviously, being involved in Sabbath, and I know people will say, "Yeah, I like the other stuff." No, man, the Ozzy Sabbath to me. I mean, I like Dio and all that, but you just can't. To me, you can't compare the early Sabbath stuff to anything else because they started it all. They fucking started it. I said it on my show. You can have all these nerds. Well, actually, heavy metal was no, dude. Black Sabbath is day one to me. Black Sabbath is day one of heavy metal, and um, and that's where I'll stand, and that's where I will forever stand. Agree or disagree, that's my stance on it. And yeah, so hey, let's pass it over. No, but yeah, man, that just there's massive influence on all of us here, obviously, and inspiration, and from we were little kids,
Absolutely.
something about the songs and the just the whole evil thing. Some people are attracted to the evil side of stuff, and some people are maybe kind of scare away, get scared by it. But I don't know. Ozzy was huge, and there's no denying that. Whether you like him or not, Ozzy was one of the people that gave us heavy metal, right? And that's all I'll say about that.
Well, Francisco, I want to ask you then. Do you remember? I mean, the first song, whether it be with Black Sabbath or Ozzy, that you heard him sing, that kind of like you said to yourself, hey, "Yo, this is is not as bad as people, because I'm sure we already had the thing where people were making things like Ozzy was bad or whatever. You were scared, but when you did
Yeah.
hear it, do you remember the first song you did hear?
It had to. I had to have been Ozzy. I think I heard Ozzy before Sabbath. It had to be. It had to be Crazy Train, right? Early '80s when I was a little kid, just a little kid, you know, um, listening to that riff, that every guitar player when I was a kid, everybody was playing guitar. Everybody would try to play that riff, right?
Yeah.
Hey man, the kid down the road with the guitar, he knows how to play Crazy Train.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy. That was like the hardest riff for every new guitar player to play was the Crazy Train riff, And but yeah, it had to have been. It's so long ago, but it had to have been Crazy Train because that shit was everywhere. And being a kid, I mean, you could hear Ozzy on the radio, you could see him on MTV and all that. So it had to be really, really early on that I heard Crazy Train. And just like I said, the thing that stood out was that riff and then his vocals. I mean, I'm going up. I mean, come on, man. It's just it was just
That's a good.
just right away. It's just such a catchy song. Such a catchy song, and it had to, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, just hearing on the radio or, whatever it was. And being real young and it's like, whoa, what is that? But yeah, it definitely Crazy Train. I heard Sabbath after that, but first thing that I think I can safely say, yeah, it's probably Crazy Train. Had to be.
Right.
And just to add for that that you just said about Crazy Train, let's add that who came up with the riff that everybody talks about, Randy Rhoads, his second guitarist after he was fired from Black Sabbath. When he went on his own, that man was amazing with the riffs that he came up with for the first two albums.
Of course, I mean Randy Rhoads is still heralded today by everybody. Guy that wasn't around very long and made a huge impact. Imagine, being around for like, hey, you're only gonna live till I forgot how old he was when he died, and he made a big impact. Most people just come and go, right?
Yeah,
and they're never remembered. But that guy's gonna be remembered forever for that. Basically, what 2 albums?
Yep, it was the Blizzard of Oz.
Yep.
And then the next one was Diary.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
This one.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
What
yeah,
about
fucking.
What about you, Tone?
Well, the first time I ever heard Ozzy, it's funny because I was already dabbling into metal when I was real young. The first 2 bands that I got into was Kiss, and then was Iron Maiden. But one time when I heard, like, me and Rich are huge wrestling fans. First time I ever heard Black Sabbath was Iron Man, when the Road Warriors used to come to it, and never heard anything like that. Wow, just that low fi sound of the music, and I was like, oh. So as I checked out, I started listening more and more to Black Sabbath. And I just said, fuck that. These guys are better than Iron Maiden or what you call, or way better than Kiss. What the fuck I've been missing here? And I got back into started listening to the first 4 albums, just blew me away from Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my big experience with them and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I like Dio, but Dio, he's a better vocalist. We have to give him that. But it's just the way that Ozzy carried, that music was written perfect for Ozzy. It's like he's with the low and thing. His voice matched perfect riff by riff of it. With Tony, you killing it and guitar, is amazing. The band, and I don't know if you guys know the way that they came up with the sound was because he was missing a piece of his finger.
A couple of pieces.
Couldn't play high pitch. He lowered and loosened down the guitar strings, and that's where metal was born. Because if it wasn't for that, he was going to sound like all the other bands that were practically out there at the time too. But by them doing that, it just brought out a whole new sound that nobody was doing, and that was the birth of metal from there on.
Shout out to Tony Iommi's fingertip.
Yep.
The industrial accents of too.
Yeah. Yeah. If I may, now those guys we both mentioned, the other guys being better trained vocalists, better vocalists. But those guys, when they sing the Ozzy songs, it's not the same, dude.
No,
it's not the same.
No, it's not.
It's not me for him to sing those songs, Dio. Now, the other 2 albums Dio was on, yes. That's
great albums.
Yeah, great album. And it was, if you notice, it was higher pitch. The sound was a little more than the doomy black metal the metal that Ozzy and Black Sabbath did in the beginning. So he has that high voice that can sing those high pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, but he can't sing what he can. Those songs.
Yeah, it's similar to to go with that. Like it's similar to when Bruce Dickinson left for that little bit in Maiden.
Oh.
He had this guy come in. I forgot who did those 2 out, and he's trying to sing the Maiden songs. It just didn't. People told me, I said, oh, they watched. I remember they went to go see it live, and they were like, ugh, like you couldn't. It just doesn't go. And I get it. I do get it. Yeah,
even with Bruce and Di'Anno, Bruce Dickinson, great vocalist, he can't sing those Di'Anno songs.
No, he can't.
Mm. Yeah, they just flow better with Di'Anno. They do. That's absolutely correct.
Yep.
All right. What about you, Rich?
Yeah, man. I mean, Ozzy, like the same way, like Tone, I got through it, to listening to Iron Man. And then the first album that I made a purchase on was Paranoid. Paranoid from top to bottom to me is a classic. Great album. War Pigs stands out. I mean, I was into it musically first, and then I started paying attention to the lyrics, and I started to understand how deep and serious it was. So War Pigs was the big song for me. But then I started going backwards, and the first album, if you have it there, Tone, Black Sabbath, was super important because I feel like, and this is just my opinion, that the first song that it opens up with, which is the self-titled Black Sabbath, that riff, boom, 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 like that is almost the beginning of doom. I mean, like that's so evil, scary that I was like, shit, I gotta, find out more about this band. And yeah, I got into his solo career. I thought it was awesome, but nothing beats the streak from 70 to like about 79 with Black Sabbath, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And just one quick thing, jumping off what Francisco said, like there's a lot of people now, like let's say King Diamond, there's that band Addict, they kind of imitate that sound, or maybe Ghost and High Operatic. Same thing with Rob Halford. Many unique voices, but Ozzy Osbourne has a voice that no other metal vocalist does not match as close of how that sound is. He's one of one.
Yes. Yep. It's the truth. Real quick, people in that are will be watching the stream. If you don't know where Black Sabbath got their name, it was from a famous movie, a horror movie from Mario Bava called Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
So they were called Earth first before they changed their name.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case somebody was curious.
Throwing in that horror knowledge in there.
Black Sabbath is my all-time favorite band, is because they are,
and originally, when we were gonna do this stream, it was supposed to be just kind of chronicling Black Sabbath's discography, because we wanted to take a band per month and just kind of run through what their best records were, not necessarily all of their albums. And then it just happened to be that on the week that we were almost going to do this, Ozzy passes away. So it kind of like, that's why Tone had all the records ready to go. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when it came to when I got into Ozzy, I mean, of course, just like Francisco was saying before, Ozzy was like, when you're young, he was the boogeyman. He was one of the boogeymen when it came to like the Satanic Panic and all that stuff that was going on in the media. So you tend, like, as before even getting into metal and stuff, when I was a kid, you kind of like, oh, you didn't really like associate too much with it. You thought it was like taboo to even bother listening to Ozzy. And then I saw him in when he did Trick or Treat. Remember, he played the pastor.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? And then he popped out on the fucking Muppets. So it's like it was little things like that. I was like, what the hell is going on? So the first what exposed me to him to even hear his stuff was and it was way later. I was in the middle. I want what was the from The Ultimate Sin that they did the music video for Shot in the Dark.
Shot in the Dark.
Yeah, Shot in the Dark. So when it was on MTV, it played, so like I watched, I was like, oh, it sounds cool. And of course, when you hear one thing, then you start backtracking. And then it's funny because I didn't even really bother with Sabbath stuff too much at all. And I saw a live performance that Ozzy did sometime in the 80s where he did Iron Man. And I'm thinking that's his song. And then, of course, I'm talking to one of my, he's like, no, that was when he was with Back. So then there you go. Then you backtrack. And then you say, oh, shit. Then you start looking at a lot of the old stuff that he did. And you're like, oh, shit, look at all this fucking great music he did. And it's like, wow, man. But yeah, that was my introduction to Ozzy was actually Trick or Treat, seeing him as the pastor, and then watching that video from Shot in the Dark, which was like, I mean, it's not one of his great albums. I mean, that was like when he was in that, I don't know if it was like, some people call it the glam album maybe or something like that.
That was his first commercial album.
Yeah. So it was like, he was playing, that little thing was more commercial. But I remember watching the video and I was like, yo, it stood in your head. It's a shot in the dark,
You see that I don't show the album because people are going, right?
I mean, the cover is cool though. I mean, he's looking like some weird creature with the girl there with the big hair, eyes all. It's a cool cover. Right. But that was my intro to listen. Like first hearing a song from Ozzy, and then of course backtracking, like mostly everybody else would do. When they first hear for the first. And I'm glad that I did. And it's great to listen to, and then hear all the stuff that he started doing collaborations and fucking it's a shame, man. It's a fucking shame.
Yep. And then you have to then think that the band started getting tighter and started getting more known, and then that's when they dropped Masters of Reality, which is a classic.
Yes.
And, that one came out. I think it was 71, right? Yeah. That one had Sweet Leaf, which was an anthem for people to smoke.
Yeah.
Children of the Grave, that for me, like that opening riff was like legendary stuff. That's almost like early thrash a little bit.
Yeah.
Like and Into the Void, man. If that riff, it almost sounds like a hardcore riff. It's just like Tony, Geezer, Ozzy, all of them, like they gelled together, and it was a force that it was unstoppable.
It was.
Yeah. And it was great that a lot of bands, of course, when you got into like the mid to late 70s, you started seeing a lot of bands getting that influence and stuff, and then certain bands that was taking that influence and making it something else. When you started getting a new wave of British heavy metal, and when we got into the thrash movement. But yeah, I mean, that's one thing at least as far as the freaking power chords that Iommi would do is it's a staple. It's a staple in metal. And that's something that you're always going to be grateful for, man. I think that's one of the main things that you think about was just the way he played, and the way everything just evolved. There was just an evolution every single time. And then you also got to give Black Sabbath their due. Even when they did fire Ozzy, they went and they evolved themselves. When they did Dio, Dio joined the band, and they kind of upped the music up a little bit, showing that they had more range. I mean, to some people's dislike or like or whatever. I'm not really. I mean, when it came to the stuff after Dio, I wasn't really too much into any of those singers.
Yeah.
I tried to listen to some of it. It's not
Not good.
I'm not really into it. Some people, yo, you got to give it a chance. I'm like, it doesn't really,
Well,
Not Black Sabbath.
yeah.
I got
The music,
I got a point to make on that.
What's
So
that?
Oh,
a
but
lot
real
of
quick.
a lot of people. I know there was people that were into that, like the post, like Ian Gillan, all. Dude, I never heard anybody talking about that stuff, like those albums, and then years later, oh man, that's the best shit, or when I was like, come on, man,
Thank you.
come on,
because
man.
what they do, like, they're trying to put
Nobody talked
box.
about Headless Cross and all this other shit. There was some people, maybe, right, but not to the point where like everybody's like, it's like that that one show that everybody says they were at, but there was like 20 people at the show all these years later. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I was at that show. No, you weren't, motherfucker. It was me and like 10 other people.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the same thing with that. I mean, that stuff is cool. It's not terrible or nothing like that. But for people to act like, oh yeah, it's like, come on, man, Ozzy, baby, Ozzy, chill.
Yeah.
And
The one thing I gotta say is that being a Sabbath fan, I listen to everything from beginning to end of their career just to make sure that I like maybe I didn't skip anything. And one thing that always stayed true was that even on the Dio albums, even on the Tony Martin era stuff, Tony Iommi still was a standout. Like those albums are just worth to listen to, like the soloing and stuff like that. But yeah, no, the earlier stuff is what's locked in your head that you remember.
Yeah.
And it's
Like
funny.
I said the other day on my show, I can hum a riff and each one of you will finish it. You know what I mean? Like the early stuff, what I mean? I can hum a riff and you're going to finish that riff. There's no doubt about it. For example, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But now do a headless the one nobody knows.
Yeah.
The only one that knows how to hum that is Frazier.
He's got them all on CD.
Yeah, he got them
all on CD.
Yeah.
Got them all.
Yeah. And then you got to think about them moving on to Volume 4. Volume 4 was an album that I wasn't into that much at first, but it slowly grew on me. And I mean, it had a bunch of great tracks. Snowblind was on there.
Oh yeah, classic.
I
mean, crazy. Oh, Supernaut. I mean, that's
Yeah, that's that cover where Ozzy looks like a black metal singer. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at
that the cover of the new ETD is going to be Francisco like that.
Yeah. That's what I did. I mentioned that the other day. That's what I'm going to do now. Tribute to fucking Ozzy. Me doing that.
The shirts sell out before you even get on stage. They'll sell out the shirts.
No, go ahead, Barry. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say. So, I agree with Francisco on one thing that he mentioned the other day. All of the Black Sabbath albums are cool, but the one with the coolest artwork, in my opinion, is Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Hell yeah!
Artwork,
yes,
it's just crazy.
Yeah, and iconic. That one's iconic.
This is what I'm saying about that. If you look at all the covers, even if the music doesn't sound like it, you can a lot of these genres from the black metal or death metal. This is like a death metal cover.
Yeah,
totally. And you know what I like? I like how they put the album title bigger than like Black Sabbath on the bottom.
Yeah,
it just says Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. It just looks cool as shit, man.
Yeah. It's a throwback to those horror posters from back in the days too.
Yeah, I think that is. I think somebody that is from some fucking art. I forgot what that's from. Somebody may have mentioned that before. I didn't look it up, but I think it might be. One of you nerds in the comments that's going to be watching this, tell us. I know somebody knows. Somebody.
I'm looking it up real quick. It says that the illustrator was Drew Struzan.
Yeah, and he did a bunch of like, I think he did a bunch of like, movie art. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
I think. So.
Yeah, that's why it kind of looks like a kind of like a
Movie poster,
VHS.
yeah.
Looks like an old VHS box, right?
Yep, yep. Oh, and Sabbath-influenced is also on that album, which is really good too.
Yo, but Tone, you got to be careful, man. You should keep showing off that cover. You know, you got the, you know, you're gonna have the people gonna want to cancel you for showing that cover. Got those S's on it, man. Gonna get you in trouble with those S's, man.
Hey, I'm not with the Nazi flag in the back.
Oh,
hey, whoa. Hey, that's what do you mean? That's it's blurred out. You can't tell. You can't tell. Yep. No, but yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it kind of does look.
Oh man!
Don't worry, Francisco. Nobody cares.
That's why he blurted out. That's why he blurted out.
Yeah.
Tone, do you have Sabotage?
God damn it!
Of course, Rich.
Yeah,
I do on CD somewhere over there, but I can't.
Yeah.
I didn't dig through my shit.
Okay, so the song that I like the most out of there is "Symptoms of the Universe."
Of course.
Yeah.
That shit is like,
evil.
If you listen to that song, all of metal takes a little pieces of that one particular song, and all different types of genres are in there.
Look, man, there's another S on there, Tone. You better be careful.
Sketch.
And then they came out with Technical Ecstasy, which was another one in the late 70s. That one had Dirty Women on it, and I like that song.
Of course you do, Rich. Of course.
Yeah, Dirty Women.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I thought that'd be more up Tone's alley since he's a fucking porn addict. Yeah.
Yeah, Technical Ecstasy. And then I think the last one for the 70s was Never Say Die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that and I mean that was a great run that Sabbath had, man.
Yeah, the pilots.
Yeah.
But you know the one with the escalator, there's a story behind that had to do with Ozzy going up the escalator and taking a fall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I found out about that stuff. And then he was scared of escalators for a while.
Oh shit.
But
yeah, man, that explains a lot.
I remember going to Long Island to visit a cousin of mine who had a big stack of vinyl, Eddie. And on the floor was Blizzard of Oz. And I remember we put it on, and I remember listening, to Crazy Train and stuff. But the song Mr. Crowley, when I heard it, it gave me goosebumps as a kid. And I felt like I was listening to something that I shouldn't listen to. They had a way of crafting songs like if there were stories that were unfolding, and they were kind of scary at that time in the early 80s.
Yeah. That cousin of ours, Eddie, was the one that got me into Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was big into Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Especially the same feeling was Suicide Solution. Suicide. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? I should be listening to this shit.
But quick, Francisco, from all the solo Ozzy's, which is your favorite album?
Probably the second one, Diary of a Madman. Probably my favorite.
That's my favorite. I was gonna say that's the one I think is complete, is most complete album. The riffs, lyrics.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't deny. You can't deny. I know it's like I mentioned at the beginning. I know it's a song everybody knows, but I mean, first album with Crazy Train and Suicide Solution and Mr. Crowley, and those are all they're classic songs for a fucking reason, because they're such good songs. You know what I mean? They wrote good fucking songs. But yeah, I definitely Diary of a Madman for me as far as Ozzy. And I will say, I know I'm probably the odd man out here, but I like some of that Ultimate Sin album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
One with
Ultimate Sin had a couple of good cuts on it. I'm trying to look up the track listing.
Yeah, but real quick, Rich. Ultimate Sin was like that album for Metallica, the Black. you knew they were gonna sell out when it came out. There's some tracks people like them, and some and the tracks from there, you knew Ozzy was selling out by that time.
I like Shot in the Dark.
I've never heard anybody say that. That's a good fucking comparison, dude. I've never heard that comparison before.
It's like because you could hear the way they were shifting on what you call Ultimate Sin, away from what you heard in Diary of a Madman. It was nowhere, and the way he was beginning to dress with all the glamours, outfits and stuff, you knew he was where he was heading to the next album. That was
even Bark at the Moon was a little fucking kind of. You know, it wasn't as bad, but it was already at Bark at the Moon. It was already getting a little more poppy, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, all the bands do it here and there.
Quick question, going back on Sabbath, if we could go around, can everybody just say which is their favorite Sabbath album of all time? I'll start with mine, which everybody knows is Paranoid. Paranoid, top to bottom, for me is my favorite album. I love them all, but that one is the one that stands out for me.
Damn, that's tough.
Well, we're just saying as far as Sabbath albums or Sabbath albums with Ozzy.
Any Black Sabbath at all.
Okay.
Damn.
What's your favorite, Barry?
Well, I mean, my favorite, like, that I enjoyed, like I said, I do. Heaven and Hell was always one of my favorites.
Nothing wrong with that, Bear.
Yeah. Heaven and Hell was like one of my favorite albums. With that was the one with Dio, and it's like I love the concept of the album and the way Dio sings. I mean, I do. As far as if I say with Dio, and then with Ozzy, it would have to be Paranoid.
Got you.
Yeah.
What about you, Tom?
It's hard because these are my two favorites: Paranoid and this.
And Masters.
This is a reality.
Yeah. I listen to Paranoid so much that now I listen to more Masters a little bit more. That's just me right now. But what about yourself, Francisco? Which one's your standout?
Man, it's tough. I try to go with what album has the most songs that I like on it, because I don't like every Sabbath song that they wrote. Right? They throw in some fucking, even in the early days, some weird hippie shit in there. You know what I mean? In the songs, and but I mean, it's got to be Paranoid or Volume 4. I would say one of those. Or I mean, I know Paranoid has all the hits and everything, but it's still got I was trying to look at the fucking track listing, and it's got War Pigs, Paranoid, Iron Man, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Fairies Wear Boots.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are all great fucking songs. You know what I mean? And I guess if I were to put on an album, that might be the first one I'd put on, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, every album has a really fucking great song. I mean, what is that fucking song on Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath? That is, National Acrobat. I mean, that song is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I guess right now I would go with Paranoid, because it's got, most of that album is incredible.
You know that song Hand of Doom, when it starts, that drum thing? It almost sounds like a hip hop drum when it starts, right? Like boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, bap. Oh wait, maybe I'm mixing them up. Hand of Doom starts off with the bass, right?
Yeah. I think you're talking about what is the song that starts? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Is it Electric? No, not Electric Funeral. Shit, I'm mixing them up.
Hey, we're old, man. We're old.
Yeah, it starts off with a drum beat, and it sounds like a pure hip hop drum beat on Paranoid. But yeah, no, it's just great. And also another thing about is that live that they come across good live. I've seen them about 4 times live, twice later on in their career, once when they had reunited, and then Ozzy, I saw him once by accident when I went to a Ozfest he performed unannounced on one of the smaller stages, and he did like a quick little like greatest hit set. So I was really close to that.
That's cool.
And that was
Nice.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Tone seen him at the Garden, right?
I seen them in the Garden. I see them at what you call Barclay.
Mm-hmm.
Barclay, and then I got to see them with I got to see Black Sabbath with Dio, not with Ozzy first.
Oh, was
Wow.
that the anniversary tour?
No, in the 80s. I got.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where was that show?
It was in the Orange Bowl.
Oh, in Florida?
Yeah, Florida. That one. And then it was that's it. I didn't get to see them no more after that.
Crazy.
Yeah, I never had an opportunity. So
I saw Ozzy by himself with in the Garden when he had Ron Zombie open up for him.
Mm.
Yeah, I took Jay, my son, to that one.
oh, that's cool.
That was his first concert, I think, right?
No, Jay's first concert was with when we took him to see Iron Man. No, I mean I'm sorry, Iron Man.
Iron Maiden?
At the what you call? Was
at
it
the Izod? At the time, it was called the Izod.
Yeah, whatever they call it now.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Francisco never got a chance to see them live. Francisco,
You know what? I never saw Sabbath or Ozzy ever.
Oh, you never saw? Wow.
No, never saw him live.
I mean,
it is kind of weird.
Was there opportunities or just never?
Yeah, but it was much later, and I was just like, yeah, I'm sure it was like, I don't know. But yeah, for some reason, there's a lot of bands that I'm like, wait, I never saw this band play. I've never seen Deicide play.
Me.
And there was plenty of times they came through. I was just like, I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know why I guess the only opportunity I'm trying to remember, they would, because they did like one of those Ozfest things, but I just wasn't into that shit. You know what I mean? Like going to those, what was it? They did like one of those reunions in like the late 90s or something like that. Nah, I never really saw them. I mean, I guess I was just really not into, going to see them at a certain time in my life. I was like, their time has passed kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, the older you get, it's like, well, fuck, I should have gone,
Yeah, there's been some regret. There's like that little regret.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad I got to see AC/DC play, but because I would have totally regretted that, not seeing them play ever. So,
it's fun.
No, man, I've never.
Me and Rich saw AC/DC, but we didn't get to see them with this guy's vocalist. We got to see him where Axl Rose was singing.
Oh yeah, no, I saw him with Brian Johnson. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man. And one thing about Ozzy too is that he stretched into mainstream world like by coming out on the Osbournes, which was an MTV show. He came out in films like you guys had mentioned, horror films, but he was also making appearances all over and like commercials and everything like that. So the death of Ozzy was a massive thing because he was, for us, he was a legend in the metal world, but he was already a pop, like an icon.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was on talk shows and everything.
Yeah. And don't forget, Rich, you know what's the biggest one he came out on? In WrestleMania 3.
No, yeah, and WrestleMania 2 also, when the Bulldogs won the belt.
And and it was the main event of WrestleMania 3. Both of them both died now.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Well, you know what's funny? That Hulk Hogan used to say, please pray, say your prayers, and eat your vitamins and train. And Ozzy, I mean, we all know how he lived, snorting and, drinking and all that. And he lived longer.
He lived 6 years, 5 years longer than him. Like, damn, yo.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, look at Lenny. Lenny drank one bottle of Jack every day. Lived longer than Hogan. Yeah. He was 70.
Wait, how old was Hogan?
71.
71.
I think.
And how old? Lemmy was how old?
77.
Oh, okay.
77.
Damn, Lemmy was
And
that old when he died? Wow.
I think it was 77. I'll check, Rich, because I think it was 77 or a little. I know he was in the 70s, mid
Let
70s.
me see. Lemmy.
Yeah.
I'm checking now. Uh,
Those are the
he was
people we
born
thought
in
would never die.
1945, and he died in 2015.
Oh, yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, he's
So
been
he was
dead for 10
71,
years.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so he died the same age as Hogan
Yeah.
Yep.
and live a better life.
He
But,
died on stage, pretty much.
Pretty much.
But those are the guys we thought would never die, right? Ozzy, Lemmy,
All the good ones are dead.
Fucking, it's weird.
I've seen them 4 times, Motorhead.
This was a massive week in deaths of the 80s because there were about 4 deaths. The guy from the Cosby Show died, Malcolm Jamal, by drowning.
Theo, man, he's Theo.
Theo.
Freaking what's his name died? Chuck Mangione, the jazz singer, trumpet player from the 80s. Yep. And then we had Ozzy and Hogan, which were all icons of the 80s also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's one of the first 3 was because that whole rule of 3. It was Theo, it was Ozzy, and it was Hogan. Then it was later we don't count the musicians. Sorry, Rich. We'll just go with the 3 that everybody else knows. That's messed up.
Hell yeah.
There's no trivia show for that guy.
Yeah, it's bugged out because when Theo and Ozzy died, people were talking, who's going to be the third? Who's going to be the third? Somebody went and said, oh, my God, it better not be Schwarzenegger. And it ended up being Hogan.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. Whenever Theo died, I think I got 1 message. When Ozzy died, I got like 10.
Yeah.
I got like 7. And then the Chuck Mangione, I got 1. So there you go. There you go. So Ozzy, at least the people that I know, they're like, oh, fucking Ozzy died. I think the first person that messaged me was Rich. I remember it was like, I was at work. I'm like, why did I get my fucking phone was buzzing. Yeah. The phone was buzzing like crazy. Like, goddamn, Rich is on top of it. Fucking TMZ Rich over here.
Crazy. I was on the phone, and then I was like, wait a minute. Somebody was like telling me, and I was like, hold on. And then I did a little research. And then I called Tone and I said, Tone,
you were on the phone with me. No, you were on the phone with me.
Yeah, right. And I said,
told me,
Tone, Ozzy died. And you were like, what? And I said, yeah, I gotta go. And then that's when I started texting people and all that. And it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, Rich is fucking sending out the text quick, boy. Like the link or whatever it was.
They call me the Grim Reaper at work because I walk around telling everybody like when people die, like, oh, guess what? So and so died. Like I go from desk to desk.
You're the bearer of bad news, man.
Yeah. Yo, Rich, remember that time when the Pope was about to die? Yeah, I fucked around with you. Yeah, I called you. I said, yo, the Pope died. You didn't let me finish because I was gonna tell you I was joking. He hung up. Screaming his job. Pope died. Yeah,
I got mad at Tone once because the guy calls me. He's like, man, Rich, I got some tragic news. I said, what? The Iron Sheik passed away. I said, the Iron Sheik? Yeah, he's like, yeah, he was still alive. I'm like, yo, man, that's fucked up, man. Don't say that. and then he did wind up passing away.
Rich wants to be, he's got to be the first one to fucking let the fucking news out there. Like, I got to go. I gotta go.
Fucking Tone is Puerto Rican Final Destination, yo. He's deaf, yo.
Bro, the Pope died about 8 hours later. He died. So
damn, Rich. Yeah. I mean, Tone, you're fucking. Oh man, maybe you are
crazy,
the Grim
crazy.
Reaper.
Yeah, man. Yo. What else you got there, Tone? You said you have pulled out some more stuff there.
Right. These are bands, right? I have some bands if people love Black Sabbath but want to get that Black Sabbath feel. Here's a couple of bands that had that sound and stuff of them back in the days. Start off with one, Lucifer's Friends.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
This band is a great band from back in the days. Then we have what you call Blackfoot.
Oh, I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah. We got some, one of my favorites here, Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
70s. It has a real unique sound and good. And what you call this is from the thing, or what you call
Black Rainbow.
Yeah,
right?
very good.
Huh.
And what you call one band that should have made it, and me and Rich are big fans of this. Quick story on them. They had the music talent, the vocalists, everything, but the problem was that they were affiliated with Hell's Angels. That's what killed their career. That was Wicked Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Wicked Lady is a fucking badass band from back then in the 70s. But because they used to be affiliated with Hell's Angels, they used to come to the shows when they performed and used to beat up on the fans. Nobody wanted to book them.
Yeah.
That was
Wicked Lady came out with 2 good albums.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the next one is this one. I didn't really want to show it because it shows titties.
oh no! Turn around!
You
Turn
gotta
around!
put your hand over it, Tom.
Whoa!
And now another band, another band that was really into the Black Sabbath sound that Rich knows, and this was a what you call pickup that me and him were at a record fair that we picked up was Medusa.
Oh, Medusa, yeah.
Yes, this is like Sabbath right here. This is some good shit. And for the new ones, I showed this recently on one of our live streams was Witch Rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that doomy sound and what you call great
Hey,
shit.
what's up with all these bands showing fucking boobs on the cover, dude?
Yeah,
The
it has
fuck
to
is
be
up with that?
boobs or
70,
pentagrams.
bro. 70 Bush.
Fuck. Yeah.
And to respect, because I am a fan of his. I'm not saying he's not better than Ozzy was and all that, but he is my second favorite Black Sabbath vocalist. Can't leave Dio out. You know,
Yeah.
respect my favorite album from Dio and stuff. And what else we have in the box here? Oh, and my last one I want to show off. This girl, I love this vocalist girl, Lucifer.
Oh, Lucifer.
Yeah.
Badass and stuff. Yeah, so those are some bands there. If you guys, in the mood, to listen to that style of Black Sabbath, that we're not gonna get anymore because poor Ozzy's gone. So those fill in for you guys.
Yeah. Well, they
Ozzy.
created a whole genre, right? The whole stoner doom thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you got which I can't really listen to any of those bands because I'm like, I'll just listen to Sabbath. What is it? There's so many of them. What's that? There's the band Saint Vitus, right?
Yeah.
Pentagram. Yeah.
Sleep. Wasn't Sleep one of those bands?
Oh, you have
Like
what you call, what's that name? Witchcraft.
Oh yeah, Witchcraft. Yeah.
Cathedral was big fucking Black Sabbath influence. I just really couldn't guess. Like, I'll just listen to Sabbath. I don't want to fuck with any of that shit.
Yeah, I've been more into like the the split of the genre. Like more of the death doom stuff, and I've been really big on it now, man. I'm just like anything that's like sounding death doom. I've been picking it up, and Rich sees it when I send him a picture. He goes, "Damn, Barry, spending all your tax money on new death doom stuff. You're getting depressed. What's going on with you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it, man.
Yeah,
it's just I get, and I said I think maybe it's because we're getting older, our temperament starts to lower down a little bit and start getting into that Clint Eastwood in the front lawn shit, ready to shoot you, So get off my lawn. But I love it, man. I'm becoming a big
it's weird, man.
Like that Deaf Doom style.
Yeah, I was at a show yesterday, and there was most of the crowd was like just younger kids. Man, I'm like, fuck, man. I never felt so like old going to these shows. You talking about feeling old, and walk in there, and it was like, fuck, who's fucking grandpa dropped them off? At the show. I mean, there was literally like high school age kids at this show. Like, fuck, this is just weird. I mean, it's cool seeing the younger kids, right? But it's just you're like, they look at you like, who the fuck is this fucking old man? I'm like, but it's like,
Yeah, it's kind of
But
a weird
anyway.
feeling now, especially going. I mean, it's like if you go to a show, let's say to a gig, and it's like, oh, you want to see one of the newer bands play, and then you walk in there, and there's just nothing but everybody's like under 25, and you're gonna be out in the corner over there, just sitting on the side. You can't really, and especially if you don't know nobody, that would be even worse.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, damn. I mean, me and my wife recently
You got to move around so you don't fucking lock up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I do stretches at home, Francisco. I get on the floor, I stretch, I do a little yoga. You know?
It's funny you mentioned that because lately, because I'll sit there and I'll practice my guitar. You know, the stuff I play is fast. You know, it's not. There's a lot of fucking up and down and all that. I'm like, dude, my fucking arm is fucking hurting, this and that. I'm like, so I'm gonna start fucking. I'm gonna have to start stretching like before I play.
Yeah.
A good fucking 5 minutes, 10 minutes of stretching just to get fucking
stretching,
limber
push-ups.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck, man? What the, my arms are burning. I'm like, fuck. So whatever.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to get some of those illegal stuff from those countries, man. Get some of those, the stuff that the baseball players be getting.
I need to be like fucking Lars, who's got like some guy like massaging his arm, like, I don't know if you ever seen those videos. They're like in studio. They're like in the studio recording. He's got like some guy massaging him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm laughing at him like, that motherfucker's got the right idea.
Yeah, Lars be there for an extra hour.
Got the right idea.
We got another hour. Get the other arm. Let's go.
Well, dude, they play for like 3 hours. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but anyway. But yeah, man, those fucking Metallica is obviously huge Sabbath fans. That's no secret.
Yes. Did you get to see the last show that they played, that 10-hour thing? There was a lot of Metallica.
I saw like clips, and I wasn't really I haven't really watched too much of it. The only thing I keep seeing is about that one fucking kid like everywhere singing that Changes song. Oh. I'm sure you guys have seen that. I was like, all right, already, enough with this fucking kid. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I was like, I don't know who he was.
Man, but let me ask y'all this. I just thought about when I think about Ozzy's Bark at the Moon, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think? Because we gotta give a little. I know nobody thinks Hogan, but I'll just give homage to wrestling. Who would win in a three-way? All right, Ozzy's Werewolf, Michael Jackson Thriller Werewolf, or Necro Wolf? In a three-way, who's winning that?
Three-way match, man.
I would go. Are we talking about what are we talking in
three-way match, fight? Man.
Yeah.
Oh well, the Michael Jackson one will definitely win a dance-off. There's no fucking doubt about that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? The Michael Jackson one will win the dance-off. So if we're going dance-off, it's not even close. It's not even fucking close. But Necro Wolf, he's gonna be too busy trying to get all the fucking necro heifers. You know what I mean? He's gonna be distracted. He's gonna be distracted thinking about, oh fuck, I got to make sure my necro heifers are on the corner this fucking night. He's got too much going on. So I'll give it to the Ozzy Bark at the Moon Wolf. Me.
And the Ozzy one would be coked up too. Right?
Exactly. The motherfucker he'd go a lot longer.
Yeah, a lot longer.
Yeah, you don't forget you got Sharon. She's the manager on the side. She interferes in the match. So
yeah, exactly. She's fucking Jim Cornette over there.
Another thing that a lot of people don't talk about, she's a bitch and all that, but knew how to fucking what you call market the band. All those guys would have been broke if it wasn't for her controlling. She knew how to fucking make the deals and all the things. Everybody said it. It wasn't for her. The Ozzy thing went on the live thing was her doing the show the real reality show was her idea.
Of course.
Him turning out to go more pop was her idea. Mm-hmm. So and getting the band, and her idea was when she made Ozzy buy the rights to Black Sabbath.
But on the other side, she's also the one that got rid of his better guitar players, brought in that fucking Zach Mild guy. She's also the one that was responsible for re-recording the bass and the drums on those reissues of like Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman and all that shit. She came in and said, "Hey, we don't want to give these guys any fucking credit, that's because they're asking for money. So fuck them, you know what I mean?" So what I'm saying is, yeah, you're right. She's a bitch.
She's a bitch. Yeah.
Yo, let's not forget that she owes money to Insane Clown Posse. She made a bet with them. Remember that thing on the Howard Stern show? She made a bet with them saying that their album wasn't going to make a certain amount of money, and if it did, she was going to pay them. I think it was $20,000 or something. It was a $20,000 bet, I think it was, and they reached their goal. It was went way past. She never paid them.
Wow.
Yeah,
she never paid them because they were talking shit to each other. They were having a battle, her and Insane Clown Posse. I remember.
yeah.
Freaking Sharon.
And also, he doesn't get along with Bruce Dickinson, so fuck her.
Yeah, I mean, I think Maiden did a little thing that I mean, of course, anybody who's gonna go and they're not gonna just go and say, "Yo, fuck you, Ozzy and Sharon," if he's dead or whatever. You're gonna go out and be nice about it and put out a nice statement and stuff. You don't want to look like an asshole. But yeah, that thing there was kind of. I mean, I think about that shit that that she did to them. I had them throwing canned beans at him. It's like, damn, like that's fucking brutal.
I know.
Yeah.
Cutting off the power, throwing eggs. Then it had people throw baked beans at fucking Bruce Dickinson. I was like, wow, man. Yeah. And she admitted it. She said that she did that because, I guess she's protecting Ozzy, but damn. Fucking.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Hey, I got a question for you guys, if I may.
Yes.
Sure.
What are your, I guess, give me like a couple of your favorite like Ozzy vocal performances on some of the songs where you like fucking Ozzy fucking sounds fucking awesome on this song. I'll start just for me it's Symptom of the Universe, because he gets that's when he was getting those fucking highs, and then also Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, the song Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. He just fucking kills it on those fucking songs. I'm sure there's more, but those are the first two I can think of top of my head.
I think like I mentioned earlier, Black Sabbath, just the first song, the way that he sings like slowly and creepy, it adds to that song. Yeah. Like dude. What is
God,
this stands before me?
Yeah. And then those fucking screams. Yeah, you're right. Those screams.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, War Pigs, like the way he's singing there,
Yeah.
Like War Pigs is a song that you could just play it and like everybody in unison will sing it the way that he sings it,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's memorable.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah, for me it was a shot. Like I said, Shot in the Dark was one that always stays with me, and that's always resonates with me. And I gotta go with Iron Man. Iron Man was just always that, the way he just, I don't know, it's just something about the way that song, the way he did that song it's almost like he's not even singing. He's just it's almost he's talking to you about it. And it just goes with it's that was something about Ozzy that was so unique. It's almost like he's not singing. He's just talking to you in such a distinctive way that just goes with the music, man.
I am Iron Man. Right? Yeah. Fucking vocal.
But besides the extreme stuff, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the ballads, but definitely a song that displayed his different style of singing was the "Mama, I'm Coming Home" ballad.
Yeah,
like that. He really sang well on that, even though, like it was a studio produced track. And he did No More Tears, which was another popular song. And Dreamer, Paul McCartney told him that he thought that was one of his best songs.
If you're gonna talk about ballads, I like the one he done with Alita Ford is better than that because he's creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
Like ready to pop out and kill somebody. Yeah,
He pops out. He's creepy.
yeah, he's creepy in the corner while she's there playing, and he's like watching her.
I don't think I've ever heard that Mama song like entirely ever.
Me,
Ever.
Yeah.
I got zero interest in that shit.
Dude.
Hey, no disrespect or nothing, but fuck that song.
Yeah. The one that I got tired of was "No More Tears" because they played it all day on MTV.
Yeah, that one and that Crazy Babies. I'm like, are you trying to make another Crazy Train? Like, get out of here with that shit.
I told you, he felt from I think where do you think that he started really going thing besides Ultimate Sin was the one that started sounding like it, but I think Wicked, which one was that one? Now I forgot the name of it.
No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah,
that was straight commercial.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, whenever they got rid of Jake E. Lee, I guess, even though he was Ultimate Sin, that still had some good catchy tunes, right? But after that, it's like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another.
But then again, at that point in my life, I was into more like extreme stuff, right? When No Rest for the Wicked came out, I wanted to hear heavier shit, not fucking Ozzy at that point.
It's sad. Say that he was the creator of of metal, and this guy's singing like this. When you talking to the new generation, no, he invented metal. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't think.
No. That sounds like fucking Winger or some shit. What is this? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Hey, what are your songs? You didn't pick any songs where you like Ozzy's vocals, like where you like, fuck yeah.
Well, I like the Diary of Madman. Story. Oh, bro, that shit is fucking wicked there. And like Bear said, Iron Man is that song too that I love his vocals on that one.
Dude, I know that song is everybody's heard it a million times, but when you first heard that song, just go back to the first time you heard those songs and remember you're thinking like, fuck, like even Tony just going, it's like even that was like heavy as fuck, and it may be, you may have heard it a million times, but I try to go back to the first time when this shit was new to me. I was like, I remember like, I wanted to hear the song over and over and over, especially when the riff kicks in. That's the most hummable riff ever, right? Down, 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 down.
No.
There you go.
But like Beavis and Butthead, remember?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, even Paranoid. There you go.
Now go to Frazier's favor. Let's see if we can pick up those tunes.
Yeah, Tony Marr. Yeah. One fucking hum me a riff from that. And it was what's weird is the same guy writing the riff, but it just changed.
Man. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same and stuff. But just wanted to throw this out there. Other bands too that were in that time that Ozzy and Black Sabbath were beginning was that they got no recognition at all. That had that sound too was a band called The Frost. Another one was Power Zeus, Human Intent. A band called Guns, not the Guns N' Roses, Guns.
Just Guns.
Yeah, just Guns. One that I'm real big fan of, High Tide. That one, that band was very good. So those are other bands if you are interested in looking them up or finding what you can, because these bands they have no reissues. Okay. That's what's out there is out there, and Rich knows that I like collecting a lot of 70s and 60s rock bands that didn't make it, and this is that's why you don't see me showing them because I don't own them.
Eventually.
I don't think I knew any of those bands, but do you know that Flower Traveling Band?
Oh,
that's good shit right there. That's good shit.
Yes.
That's Satori? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That album fucking rules. Hey, listen. Next time you listen to that,
add it to the bunch here, man.
next time you listen to that, listen. I remember somebody made this point. He's like, dude, that's the South to Heaven riff was taken, like, I think from one of those one of those songs. Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot the name of the. Yeah, he's right about that because I heard that same story too.
Yep, it's true. But that shit's heavy, dude. That flower.
Yeah.
I remember somebody I think it was during the days of like burning CDs. Somebody burned that shit on a CD because you couldn't get that shit.
No,
you couldn't get that shit anywhere. Nowadays, everything's being reissued, but at a certain time, you couldn't just look up on the fucking internet and just find any album you wanted. It wasn't the reissues didn't happen till recent times. You used to have to just after the tape thing, then burn it on a CD. I got shitload of burned CDs around here that I got like that, just didn't have it and they were hard to find. I was like, fuck it, burn it on a CD.
Damn.
Another band too that was unique too, that had a good heavy sound, was Blue Cheer.
Oh, Blue Cheer,
yeah, they were good too from back then.
You see a cover like that, you just like you just think about just taking a joint and putting it in your mouth. When you see it, you just gotta look at a cover with a joint in your mouth.
Yeah, well, I was so many good songs in that Black Sabbath.
I mean, for me, the one band, and they were way more like technical. They were better, as musicians, and were just as heavy, was Deep Purple. During that time, Deep Purple was, I mean, that band was fucking heavy for their time. You know what I mean? So and I still jam them
and stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot of bands out there that don't get their recognition that some of these bands now are getting. Like you said, the reissues are coming out. Hopefully, some of these bands I mentioned, they would have get reissues, or if they could find any the demo or whatever to put on to reissue, because some of the shit is lost from them too. And thing. So, talking about back in the 70s and the 60s, and keep shits stored nice.
Yeah.
Real. Exactly. But I think that's everything I got for Mr. Ozzy. So
nice.
Else?
All right.
Yo, Francisco, you have anything else that maybe you want to just throw into the mix?
I have one request that we in this humming one of a riff together. Whatever song y'all want to hum together, we'll go out fucking humming either Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, or something, or no, fucking Iron Man, of course. Let's do Iron Man.
Oh, that's an easy one, yeah.
That's an easy one.
Request for Ozzy.
Oh yeah, you forgot to show that.
Tone's gonna
no! He's drinking the blood. You sick fuck.
Hey, so there is I guess you guys childhoods. Hey, and if I don't mention this, being from Texas, Ozzy was arrested in San Antonio back in the day.
Shit.
I'm sure you guys know.
That's right. For pissing on the Alamo, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. There's a photo out there of him like leaving jail, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot to mention that. And a lot of this, I know this stuff's been said over and over, but yeah, he was a heavy party animal, right? All these stories you hear about him snorting like ants and shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, like you said,
no, man.
Man. Gotta give him a lot of credit that he lasted that long with all that stuff that he did to himself back then. That's like, a lot of people like he should have been gone like 10 years ago.
10 years ago. 20.
Shit. He wouldn't have made it out of the 80s if it wasn't for like family, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. That's cool.
And I just wanted to say, man, for viewers that are tuning in that might not necessarily know Francisco's show, he has Jamming Out All Badass on YouTube. He also comes out on Twitch. He's part of a great grindcore band coming out of Texas, ETD, which is on his hat. They're recording some stuff. Hopefully, when you think you might be releasing some stuff next year, Francisco?
No, I'm thinking we have a split LP coming out. It should be out this year.
Cool.
Sometime in the fall, I would imagine.
Nice.
Should be out. We got like 8 tracks, and I'm fucking psyched about them. I sent Rich kind of a unmixed, not Rich, Tone, and like unmixed preview of one. He said, hey, don't send me this shit again until you write something good. No, nice. But yeah, it was just like a rough mix. But no, man, I'm really psyched about it. We got things coming up. We're playing in New Orleans. I've never played in New Orleans. It's cool being
That's gonna be nice, man. That's gonna be cool.
Being at this older age, advanced age, and getting to do things like that still, and you can't do it unless you do it.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people just sit around waiting for shit. I've never been like that. If I want to try something, no, even if somebody, no, I've heard that all my life, but I still want to do it. I'll be doing this till I'm fucking, in the grave and beyond. I'll be haunting you all from beyond the grave.
Please do.
No, man, we're psyched, man. We're psyched. We're not. JD's the youngest guy in the band. He's like 41 or 42 or something like that. The rest of us are a lot older, but we're still bringing it. We're showing the young kids that this is how it's done. God damn it! But yeah, we have that, and then of course the return of Rich and Tone to Houston in January, putting on a show. It's going to be my band ETD, Insecticide from LA, Hexea, who's, I know you guys talked about their album the other day. That's fucking awesome. Great band that deserves spots on. I think you guys mentioned, and I mention it all the time. That's the band that if you have a fest, put Hexea on your damn fest.
Yeah,
it's that simple. It's that fucking simple. Put them on your fest.
Man, they got it, man. I think that they would be perfect.
They do. They do. They fit anywhere, and great live band. And Rich and Tone can attest to it. They've seen them live.
Yeah.
Great band, great album. I'm glad to call them friends and even jam and ETD with JD, right? But yeah, so that's January, man. I know it's a long ways away, but it's good to be excited about something, especially again, and we're not young kids, and we gotta have shit to be excited about to look forward to. So that's one of the things. And then also it was just announced ETD is going to play Justin from Hell's Headbangers, his Dead by Dog Fest.
Yeah, congratulations on that, bro.
About a year or so.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll be playing that, and I'm looking forward to that, dude. So I could tell you the bands were already announced. Houston's going to be there representing hard, dude. It's going to be ETD and Mordant Red at that fucking show.
All right.
So Houston's going to come. We're going to come fucking kick ass. In Houston. Asheron is playing, and then Denial of God. I think there's a European band that's coming, and some other bands I can't think of right now. But it's a year away. But yeah, it's cool. That's how he does shit. He starts announcing shit like way ahead of time. So
nice.
Really excited about that. And,
Francisco, you got I can't think of the name right now. It escapes me. The band that's kind of gothic style is also playing on your show.
Oh yeah. That's so our singer Matt Juarez, his brother has a band. It's like that dark wave kind of 80s dark wave style stuff called Luke Juarez is his brother's name.
Yeah.
And Matt helps him out, and I like throwing wrenches into shows that I always play with, and that's the shows that I always book, I should say. And I thought they'd be a perfect band for it because I dig it. This show I put bands that I like. right? I put bands that I like. I don't want it to be like a show. I want it to just be a party with bands playing and bands I want to see. Because people ask me, "Hey, can we play?" Yeah, no, man. If I wanted you to play, I'd ask you. No offense or nothing like that, but I book bands that support the show and support me, and that's who's playing the show. It's that fucking simple. I'm not asking, for anything other than that, and everything's pretty much paid for by people supporting the channel, and people like Tone donating things for me to raffle off, and everything I use it for that show to fly people down and all that shit. So it's fucking awesome, man. It's been cool to support people who've been showing, people coming from out of state, like you two guys, Miss A and Lee and Shred and all these other people, Matt Nevermore, fucking T-Bone, all these people that are coming down, and so it's fucking awesome, man. I appreciate everybody's support.
It's a big get together of all the people that are on the YouTube community, like whether they're streamers or whether they're in the chat.
Yep.
Pretty exactly, and we saw that we had a lot of support. You guys were there. The place was fucking jam packed for Dork Angel, like the first fucking band. It was packed in there. I was like, fucking hey, man. So anyway, but yeah, man, look out for ETD. I'm really psyched about the band, and if you like old grindcore, Repulsion, Terrorizer, Carcass, Napalm, Impetigo, shit like that, then
hell yeah,
you might dig what I do. So or what we do, not what I do. And then you guys, thank you guys for having me on. This is easily the most fun show
stop
been
it.
a part
Stop
of.
it.
No. Oh no, we like JD. Oh, keep going. Oh, keep going. No, dude, I shit you not. This is the most fun show that I've been a part of. You guys are, and I say it all the time. You guys are genuine, legit dudes that I fucking that are doing this shit just because you like doing it, and people notice that. So support these fucking guys and what they do, and leave comments and all that shit on their videos. That way more people can see them and all that. So and then I look forward to our humming what is it?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
So you wanna set it off, Francisco, and we'll jump in?
Yeah, I'll count. Oh yeah, but we're kind of all off, I guess, because of the delay. But whatever, it might make it weird. Let's try. Cool. All right, so I'll count it off. Right? Ready? Oh well, unless y'all got something else to say. To
I'm
close
good.
it out.
I'm good. Man. We're ending it off with a tribute to Ozzy. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Rest in peace, Hogan. And Black Sabbath rules forever. Greatest band in the world.
Yep.
All right. When do you say I am Iron Man? And then that's what we'll go in there. Da, 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 da. Right?
Yep. Yeah, let's go.
1, 2, 3, go. Da, 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 da,
Yo, we sound like this would be us in the nursing home in our 80s trying to get together.
With my walker.
Perfect. It was perfect. That was awesome.
So Ozzy back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Killing childhoods for the rest. Yo, Francisco.
Hey, Ozzy fucking rules.
Rest in peace, Ozzy. All right, Ozzy's forever, man. I want to thank Francisco for joining us. We had a great time with this, and make sure you guys go check out Jamming Out All Badass, man. And if anything, let them know that Goat Metal Show sent you, and he might give you something. All right, from me, Barry, Rich, the silent producer, Tone Joker, NYC. I want to thank everybody for joining us. All right, this is Barry, that Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.
Peace.
Woo!